What's up, it's you? For today's video, with the full Lechonk evolution team, I shall be using Lechonk and Oinkologne female and male. Now, there actually is a difference between the male and female in terms of stats and abilities. So, the male gets the ability Lingering Aroma, and it actually gets 10 more attack and 5 more defense. Whereas the female has Aroma Veil and has 5 more health and 10 more special defense. So, that's virtually all that's different between those two Pokemon there. I've got a team of 6 today with the normals and the shinies, and I hope you enjoy. First battle here, this one is against Adam, and we have a Magneton lead. So this is going to be my physical set here. My special set. So this is the female Oinkologne, and we have got Hyper Beam, Earth Power, Energy Ball, and Belch. Gluttony is the ability, and the item is going to be Potato Berry. So going for the Earth Power on the Sandy Shocks, and it is going to be living there with a sturdy ability, which is very nice. Now, this one is EV'd max health and max special attack, modest nature. It really isn't the most powerful Pokemon, to say the least. Even like a physical set isn't all that good. Now, question of the day, what do you think of Lechonk and Oinkologne? Let me know what you think about this evolution line. I don't know, to me, this is me personally, I feel like it got sort of the same treatment as Double, you know, like, the Oinkologne evolution. Like, what do you think about it? Tell me about it in the comment section. And if you enjoy the videos, make sure you do hit that like button. So in comes the Ghastly, and out comes Little Cupcake. Now, I'm not sure what this team is based around. So if you can guess what it is, let me know about it in the comment section of the video. Now, I'm going to get hit by a Wrap here. So Wrap is going to trap in Oinkologne here, and I'm going to be spamming Hyper Beam. Now, this is actually, with its special attack, it gets like, I think it's like 238 at level 100, so it's not exactly what you call the most powerhouse Pokemon. Now, I've taken over half my health there, and since I've got the Gluttony ability, I'm going to be eating that Potato Berry earlier on, so that's going to allow me to get a special attack booster faster than what I had before, which is really, really cool. Unfortunately, I'm going to be put to sleep there by Spore and Wrapped at the same time here, which is very, very unfortunate, so I can't swap virtually at all there. I'm just going to hope that I wake up. Now I'm going to get hit by a Leech Seed here, which is bad, so I'm going to get hit by the Wrap, the Leech Seed, and Spore is going to be putting him to sleep here. So slowly I'm losing to this little Pokemon here. I actually kind of find it funny with the ability of the Pokemon, right, with Mycelium Might, right? You think it'd be a fast ability because, how fast it runs and that sort of thing. Anyway, just for the evolution line, just sort of something to think about there. So on my last legs here, literally, and Leech Seed is going to take out my Oinkologne, which is very, very sad. But I can always bring in another Pokemon afterwards there. Now, the next Pokemon I'm going to bring against this, I just want to see if I can one-shot it so it can't do any sporing or leech seeding and things like that. So this is the male one. I've got the Choice Band set here. So this is a Choice Band Double-Edged Play Rough Stomping Tantrum Bullet Seed set. I've got max attack and max speed, jolly nature. So that's going to be the end with one big double edge, which is nice there. Next Pokemon is the Rock. And I was like, why do they call Tatsugiri the Rock for? Now, it took me a while to figure this out, but if you look at Tatsugiri's face, it's got the same expression as the Rock from WWE. So that was pretty funny. I did laugh at that nickname. I really did laugh hard when I actually found out what it was. So very nice. Now I'm going to go for the double edge there, and it is going to have a Focus Sash. We're sturdy with our Focus Sashes. It's all happening right now. So I'm going to take some more damage there from the double edge, and now they're going to go for a Hydro Pump. Hydro Pump is going to be hitting me pretty hard there, taking out Oinkologne in one shot there. So bye-bye. I've lost a third of my team already. Next set is going to be Oinkologne. This is the shiny female version there. So this also has Hyper Beam and Hydro Pump at the same time. Hyper Beam is not going to take me out, and I'm going to go for the Body Slam and finish off the Rock there. I slithered in, We've got this set as a physical one. This is an Assault Vest set. So I've got Body Slam, Zen Headbutt, Iron Head, and Headbutt. Ability is going to be Thick Fat, and we've got Assault Vest as the item. Max Health and Max Defense, Impish Nature. So, like, a really, really bulky set. So this has, this is Lingering Aroma. What am I talking about? This is the wrong set. This is the other one. So I'm getting my pigs mixed up here. This is the double edge one. So, oh wait, no, the Lingering Aroma was lingering around so much, it got past my Pokemon and confused me. You wouldn't read about it. Anyway, back to the battle. That's pretty funny. Yeah, Lingering Aroma, basically what it does, it's kind of like, it's like Mummy and like Runarika's Wandering Spirit. It's kind of similar to those style of abilities. Just pass it around basically. So out comes the Icescue here. It's going to be setting up the snow, and it's going to be getting its ice face back, which is very, very unfortunate at this point in time because I don't have any special moves on this set. So go for the body slam there, and that is going to get rid of the ice face. But this Icescue kept getting the ice face back over and over again. It was like really annoying. So now it's going to go for the Aurora Veil. Setting up is going to make this team a lot more bulkier than it was before. Now I don't have any attack EV, so my attacks, well, they're not really doing too much. I was actually trying to freeze this so I could, or flinch it so I could get the, Veil to actually wear out. Since I've got thick fat here, I'm able to live those ice moves really well, but unfortunately, I don't have too much health here. I was really trying to get like a paralysis and then the flinches afterwards, but it never really worked out. So that's the end of Oinkologne, the Assault Vest one. Now, the snow has stopped, thank goodness, and now we're going to go into Lechonk. Let me see what the Lechonk set this one is. Oh, this is my Yawn set here. So this set is actually pretty funny. So it is a special Lechonk. We got Yawn, Stockpile, Spit Up, and Swallow. Don't you say anything about that. So I'm going to get the stockpile up here. And what I'm going to do, right, I've got Max Health, Max Special Attack, Modest Nature, Everlight as the item, Aroma Veil as the ability. So I want to try and get up 3 stockpiles. And then after that, I want to go for a Spit Up. So Spit Up is a really, really powerful move there. But, with a special Lechonk, I'm definitely going to need to get all 3 of them up. So go for the Yawn there, which is going to get around that annoying ice face, and the Icescue is going to be swapping out, and we've got, what is this, the Delibird coming out. It's like, oh, I might have a chance to get this stockpile, happening right. So I've got 2 stockpiles up here. Now, Delibird can actually hit pretty hard with the physical move. It's going to go for the Ice Spitter. Ice Spitter does a lot of damage. Like, dang, I can't actually get the this Spit Up after this. I'm probably going to need something like a Miss from, like, Hustle, but the chance of that happening, like, virtually slim to none. So here comes my boost there. Ice Spitter actually misses. You wouldn't read about it. And now I can get a fully blown up Spit Up here, and Delibird is no more, which is awesome. So I finally got my first KO there. My defenses and special defenses are severely going to fall there. I guess that's a drawback for using Spit Up, but a really, really cool move. So here comes Sandy Shocks here, and it's going to go for a Volt Switch, and that is the end of Lechonk. But Lechonk took a Pokemon out there. Special Lechonk took a Pokemon out, so I was really, really happy about that. Now, the next Pokemon to come out here is going to be Bubblegum. It's the Icescue. Oh, also, tomorrow I will be streaming as well. I'll be doing my normal battle stream against viewers and stuff. So make sure you do come out to the streams. I love to, battle against my audience and chat and stuff like that. It's lots of fun. So I'm going to go for a Trailblaze here. You may have seen this set already. I did it in my Pokemon Sandwich team. It's like this little endeavoring Rocky helmet set with Trailblaze, Headbutt, and Endure, max attack and max speed, Jolly Nature. So the idea there is to get the Endeavor and the Rocky helmet going. Unfortunately, I got freeze hacks. The pig was frozen, and I just had to let it go here, people. So I kept getting frozen here, and basically the Icescue ended up taking me out there with like a Disrespect Hydro Pump on like 1 health or whatever it was, like 5 health, whatever it was. So that was pretty mean there. So that's the end of Lechonk there. I'm starting to get very, very salty now. I've got 1 more pig left. Now, the last pig here is going to be probably one of my best sets, I reckon. It works really, really well. I have used this one before. So we've got Stuffed Cheeks, Body Press, Trailblaze, and Stockpile. Let me bring this one up. So with the Ganlon Berry, I can actually go for Stuffed Cheeks. That'll give me a +2 from Stuffed Cheeks in defense and a +1 from the Ganlon Berry. So instantly give me a +3 in defense, which is really, really good there. And that's going to make Body Press hit nice and hard. To even further bolster that and my overall bulk, I've got Stockpile as well. So with the Stockpile and the Stuffed Cheeks Ganlon Berry, I can get +6 in defense and go from there. Trailblazers is there to boost my speed so I can go first against some things like that. And the ability is going to be Thick Fat. With these evolution teams, if you're new to them, I like to use all of the abilities of all the evolution line if possible, right? So we're going to have a Terra Fighting Pig here, and this is going to be hitting pretty hard with Body Press. So we've got 3 Pokemon left. Blizzard is going to miss there. I'm sick of getting free sacks, you know what I mean there? And now we're going to go for that big Body Press. With, with the stockpile up, a couple of stockpiles, this thing is actually really, really hard to fight. So that's the end of Bubblegum there. I can't remember the last time I had bubblegum. You know what? The last bubblegum related thing I had, has anyone ever had one of these before? It's called a Bubbalo Bill. Now, this might be a little bit too old for you, but what it is, right, it's an ice cream. You probably figure that one out. And it's ice cream, right, and there's a bubble gum as its nose, right? And it's like a face on it, and it's Bubbalo Bill. I don't even know if they still make them anymore. But anyway, so the next Pokemon to come is going to be the Magneton. I can live this easy peasy, and I get paralyzed. Like, oh, that's really, really unlucky here. And Magneton paralyzes me and attacks me on the same turn. That's it. I was just about to win the battle there with my unbeatable body press Oinkologne, and it's going to finish him off with a Thunderbolt. I'm very, very salty after that finish, people, but it was a really fun battle. Thank you for the battle there. And you know what? We're going to forget that ever happened, right? This first battle never happened. There's going to be comments saying, yo, Pip-Knight, why was there only 2 battles in this video? Sick of this. Anyway, so Adam, thank you for the battle there. Go buy yourself a lottery ticket. And next battle here, this one is against Tyrexian, and we got a nice little trainer card there of the Pyro. First Pokemon is going to be Cacturne. So not a bad matchup here for Lechonk if I can get this one going. Cacturne is going to be setting up the spikes here. But yeah, the Bubbalo Bill was like this ice cream. It was like, I'm pretty sure it was like pink and blue color. I actually want to know if it's still around there, you know, because they change ice creams over the years. Like, I love Giant Sandwich, but they changed the recipe. Like, what it is, right, it's like biscuits and ice cream put together. Is this making anyone hungry? So anyway, I'm going to flinch spam this Cacturne right out of the battle. That was a bit of a salty swap there. And out goes the Cacturne, and in comes the Wedgie. The Cerulege. So I can't do anything to this at all. I've got Headbutt and I've got Trailblaze, so I'm pretty much walled here. What I was thinking is it might have weak armor, so I may as well get a little bit of damage on it and see what sort of ability and what set it is too. So it's going to be going for a Flame Charge here. I guess the only good thing about a Cerulege is it won't be able to use any Ghost-type moves against me. So I noticed it actually turned out to be a physical set, so I can actually take advantage of Endure and Rocky Helmet here. So the idea of this set was for me to go for the Endeavor and then go for the Endure on the Rocky Helmet and finish the opponent, and also Flink spam with Headbutt. So it had like 2 strategies on the little Chonk set. It actually worked out pretty well in some situations, but here, it never was going to work out. So I pretty much got the most out of that set as I could. Some good Rocky Helmet damage and a little bit of, Trailblaze there. So I'm going to go into Oinkologne here. Now this one, this is the Assault Vest one from before, right? I'm pretty sure I'm correct about all these pigs are making me very, very confused here. So it's going to have Willow Miss as well, so that's going to burn my set. And yeah, this was a physical set. Now, I actually couldn't really do a lot to Ghost-type Pokemon here. I had Zen Headbutt, and that was about it. So this part was a really, really long section of the battle because the Cerulege couldn't actually do a lot to me either, because this was a thick fat set and I was burned with Zen Headbutt and I didn't have any attack EV, so it just went on for a long time. So Zen Headbutt was like a 69 hit K. Like, I'm literally I picked up my controller, right? I'm staring at it, I'm staring at the A button, I'm just spamming it like right as fast as I possibly can. The battery runs out, then I quickly have to grab the cord, plug it back in, stick it in the hole, and then press A again. It was a very, very momentous part of the battle. It actually really happened, I'm not joking. So anyway, your boy Wedgie here is still not trying to take me out. I'm trying to get this thing fainted with the Zen Headbutt. It's going on for actually ages here, right? So I was hoping for a critical hit. It's like, okay, the next one should be enough to take it out here. We've both spammed the A button, for a solid 2 minutes. So here we go, going for the final Zen Headbutt, and that is enough there. Man, that was a long section of the battle. I had to cut out all the burn damage and stuff like that. I didn't want that to come up on the screen because it took forever. Next Pokemon is, I have no idea what that means. It's going to go for a Hyper Beam anyway, and that is the end of my Oinkologne. That was mean, a special cloth there, only on Pip-Knight Shell. So it's, we're going to go to the next Oinkologne here. This is the, I believe this is the Choice Band one. So we got the Bullet Seeds going here. Now, Cloth's got some pretty beautiful defense there, so I knew I wouldn't be able to take it out unless I got 5 hits in a row and maybe a crit too. So on the recharge was good because it actually allowed me to hit it again. Wait a second, is that firing out of its tail? It's firing out of its tail. Look at it, ready? It's like a little pea shooter, from that Plants vs. Zombies game, right? So that's the end of the Cloth there. That was awesome. It's firing it out of its tail. Next Pokemon's going to be the Cacturne. We've already seen this before. It's like spikes. I was like, Well, I'm locked into bullet seat anyway. What could go wrong here? I may as well just take it out. So I got a critical hit there, but 2 hits would have been enough to take it out. So suddenly, like, I've taken half the team out. Next Pokemon is going to be Blobdra. It's Swallow. So this thing is going to be so tanky, but I've got an idea, right? I want to see if I can get this stockpile set going and hit it really hard. But the funny thing is my opponent went for stockpile too. I'm like, no, this is a disaster because, like, I mean, Lechonk is hardly a hard hitter, you know what I'm saying? So now Swallow's got 2 stockpiles up. I'm thinking, what am I even going to do to feint this thing? Like, this team isn't exactly what you call a hard, none of them real hard hitters, you know? So I was like, you know what? I'm going to try and cause a swap here. There's not much I can do. Look at Swallow's lips. Okay, real talk. Would you take a kiss from a Swallow? You know, look at those big blue, luscious lips, or was it purple? I'm not sure. Oh, wait, it's mauve. Anyway, so it's going to go for it. It's quite funny because it was a spit-up combination too there, which was pretty funny. So stockpile and spit-up. And now I thought, well, I may as well get my own little combination up here. So I went for a stockpile. I wasn't really sure if I was even going to be able to do this, but I thought I may as well try and do it while the Swallow is asleep. So Swallow is going to be asleep for the maximum of 3 turns. But, he could wake up earlier than that. So I'm hoping after I got all these stockpiles up, I'd be able to live whatever attack it uses against me. I was pretty confident that I could live that. The Swallow seemed to be, it seemed to like have, I guess, in bulk, but I'm not sure if it was a special attacker at all. Maybe it had some in there or not. So anyway, I've got lots of special defense and defensive boosts up here. Now it's going to wake up and use Acid Spray. So Acid Spray is a good move there, drops the special defense, but it's only low base power. So I was able to get the spit up here, and it got very, very close to taking it out, but it didn't quite do it. Swallow's natural bulk actually lived there and allowed to live, and Lechonk's natural crappy special attack didn't help too much there, but still a pretty solid performance. Next Pokemon is going to be Oinkologne, and it sounds like alone, doesn't it? But I'm trying to make it sound like cologne. I think that's how to say it. Actually, I'm probably wrong about that. Next Pokemon here, we got 2 left, is going to be Pyro. It's good to see Pyro again there. Really cool Pokemon. I used to run like a cool Moxie set with it, a physical Moxie one. So we got a Terrier, and I was a little bit terrified of this. It is going to be Terra Flying. So I wonder what move this is going to be using against me. I'm very, very interested to see. Is it going to be Terra Blast? Is it going to be Acrobatics? It's like, oh, it's Acrobatics. So I know it's, flying moves pretty well there. Oinkologne managed to actually live that one, and Lingering Aroma is going to get rid of the Moxie. So it was a late game sweeping Moxie set. Here comes the Double Edge, and it is a double KO there. That did a lot of damage, which is, pretty good there, because I would have probably got swept by Ember. So that's the end of the Pyro, and that's also the end of the Oinkologne due to the recall damage, because I did so much damage to Pyro earlier on. The last Pokemon on my opponent's team is going to be the, I nearly called it Ceruledge and Armoro, and we've got my Oinkologne here. Like, Oinkologne number 1, let me count. 1, 2. Okay, there's 2 more. Wait, there's 1 more left after this. So I went for a little Timmy Terror here, and I was hoping I could do some pretty solid damage here. Now, this is the special set, so I thought, let's go for Hyper Beam here, right? I'm pretty confident I should be able to take this out in 2. Now, you wouldn't read about it, right? The opponent puts up a light screen right before I attack. Like, come on. It had to be on the special set. So anyway, go for the Hype Beam. You're like, wow, this is going to do so much damage. Here it comes, people. And it actually doesn't do too bad. That would have done a lot of damage. Now they're going to go for a Fire Spin. I was like, wait a second. Fire Spin may activate. If it does enough damage to me, this actually might activate my Battea Berry with Gluttony. So I'm like, okay, please hit me again. And it did. And it got a critical hit too, which is awesome. So now I'm going to be eating my Battea Berry. Eat those nice big berries there. So what I can do is I can go for a Hyper Beam here. I've got +1 and a special attack now. This should actually do enough to take it out. Unless it misses, of course. It did miss, and that is the end of the Armoro, which is awesome. And that is also the end of the battle. So thank you, Ty, for the battle there. A really cool team, and I hope you enjoyed. Let's get on to the 3rd and final battle for today's video. This is a battle against Death Bleed, and we have a very, very cruel team here. We've got a team that is virtually poking fun at me. So the first Pokemon here is going to be Tatsugiri, and it's called Ben's Pickle. I mean, my pickle is a lot bigger than that. So it's going to use Protect. Anyway, never mind. So I'm going to go for the Trailblaze here. I'm going to try and headbutt my pickle, all right? So what I'm going to do first, I need to boost up my speeds. That's good. That's some good damage there. Now, I found out, right, this was actually a counter set. So I'm like, all right, I need to make sure that I get a flinch here, then I should be right. So go for the headbutt, and I did not get a flinch, and counter takes out my Lechonk. Man, they're really, really salty. I needed one flinch there to take out the little pickle. So the next Pokemon I'm going to bring is going to be Oinkologne, and this is the, I actually don't, with the shinies, what do you think about the shinies? So I think they're actually quite good-looking shinies. They're a lot better than the originals. I quite like the pink on them. The pink and white works really, really good. So anyway, that's the end of the little pickle right there. And trust me, there's more to come. Next Pokemon is going to be Bellybolt. And of course, it's a spin-off of my name. So I'm going to try and get some quality damage here with the Body Slam. It didn't really work very well there. So now the Bellybolt is going to go for Electric Terrain. Now, with its Electromorphosis ability, that's going to power up the next Electric-type move. Plus, the Electric Terrain is going to do, like, a lot of damage. I was like, okay, I was expecting an attacking move, but of course, it was a status move, being confused. Right? So they're trying to make me saltier. I was like, okay, there's got to be more to this. Like, what's the attacking move? So I was confused at the moment, and I got the headbutt. I was like, good, I've almost taken it out here. So now the Bellybolt, right, it's going to go for a Thunder Shock. Thunder Shock does nearly half my health, which is actually pretty impressive considering. So I got a bit of confusion here. I went for the headbutt and it didn't take it out. So we got another Electromorphosis here powering up on the next electric type move, but it's going to be Mud Shot. It's like, oh, Mud Shot, all right. So Mud Shot is going to crit me and drop my speed. I'm like, wait a second. Here comes the Thunder Shock and it paralyzed me. I must be the first, I'm the first person in 2023 to get paralyzed by Thunder Shock. Only on Pip Shell there. So getting confused here as well. I went for the headbutt and that was enough to take out. It looks like a little beanbag there. It really does. Like you can make that into a merch beanbag. You really could. You could throw it on the floor and then jump onto it. But that's the end of Bellybolt with the Thunder Shock. Next Pokemon is just simply called Ben here. It's going to go for a Chilling Water, but it didn't fail me. I'm like, yes, I could go for an attacking move here, but I was still confused, right? The bad thing is I hit myself in confusion before I could even attack myself. So that's the end of the Oinkologne there, which is, I'm starting to get a little bit salty by this team. So the next Pokemon is Oinkologne number 2. It's like, all right, I've got Stumping Tantrum. Let's take this out in probably 2 to 3 hits. I did good damage there due to the choice band. So now it's going to go for a Mud Slap. So it's obviously it's one of these troll sets, to make me miss all of my moves. Thank goodness I didn't miss, and that is the end of the Clodsire. Hang on, we've had a Tatsuguri, a Bellybolt, and a Clodsire. I know there's going to be a Dondozo. Oh, here we go. Here's my balls. So my balls are going to use Explosion. Of course, as soon as that came onto the field, I knew that was going to happen. Like, I just knew it. So the good thing is that I managed to live the massive explosion there, and I was able to, use this Pokemon another turn. Next Pokemon's going to be Evil Ben, which is Dondozo. I'm like, why is it called Evil Ben for? So go for the Stomping Tantrum, good quality damage, and now it's going to go for a Zen Headbutt. Maybe it's like a, I don't know, I got rid of the Unaware, which is good. Maybe it's like a troll set that's going to maybe flinch me, right? So that's the end of Oinkologne, and good stuff right there. Now I've taken out, 4 Pokemon so far. Now, this part of the battle went for a very, very long time. I cut out a fair bit of the stalling on both sides because it just went for so long, right? So, let me sum it up real quick here. What I was trying to do, I was trying to take this out with Energy Ball and try to get a special defense drop, right? But the problem was this Evil Ben had Rest, and it had Sleep Talk, and it had Fissure too. So, I think it might be a throwback to the Fissure Dondozo set that I used against people earlier. And it actually is pretty good because it's got like a lot of bulk too, and with Unaware. The cool thing is I actually got rid of the Unaware, which is quite good. But in the end there, I couldn't just do enough damage to Energy Ball, and I wasn't getting any special defense drops at all. So I was starting to get pretty salty, and I thought, Dondozo is eventually going to land a Fissure against me, and then I'll be left with, a Lechonk and, that Body Press there. So I was like, okay, it's time for the little Timmy Terror here. I'm going to go for the Hyper Beam. So I'm hoping this will be enough, to take out the Dondozo, because there was, one more Pokemon left after this as well. And, it was probably most definitely going to be a troll set there. So going for the High Beam, I've got the Terror, and that is the end of Evil Ben, which is very, very good there. I didn't want to get hit by Fissure. I was very, very scared of that. Okay, last Pokemon is Ben of Toilet. So what they're doing, right, they're saying that's me sitting on a toilet because, I sort of made out this Pokemon to be, if you watch my King Gambit sweep on YouTube, you understand. When you know, right? So I got to swap out my Oinkologne here, and I'm going to go into Lechonk, because I don't know what this set's all about. It's got like Thunder Wave and Dart Pulse, and that's, well, virtually all I needed to know, because I know what they're doing. They're going to try and paralyze my Pokemon and then spam Dart Pulse and flinch and try and make me throw my Switch out the window. So it's going to go for a Thunder Wave again. It just kept paralyzing all of my Pokemon. at this stage, like, you know what? All I've got to do is stuff my cheeks and then go for a body press, right? So here comes Dark Pulse again there, and we're going to go for the stuffed cheeks. That's going to boost my defense, which is really, really good. All I got to do is land one attack or fighting my type move against this Pokemon. So here comes another Dank Pulse here, and I'm going to get paralyzed. Like, oh, here we go. This is my only Pokemon that can actually take this out too. So here comes another Dark Pulse here on my Oinkologne, and thank goodness I got the body press up, I jumped in the toilet, and I took it out, and that's it, people. That is the end of today's battles. Hope you enjoyed them. I'll be back with a guide a little bit later on. Peace out.